So here it is. Figured as I'm putting it away for the season, I'd give you the tour of my maple syrup evaporator. See how it's been working for the last, I guess, about 5 years now. And frankly, it's done everything I ever hoped it would and more. So there you go. It's the stove kit that I bought from Vogelzang Corporation. Just a simple door goes on the front. Latch is shut if you want it. There's a little air vent down there. And it comes with the stovepipe collar as well, right here. The barrel is an old olive oil drum. Comes from a company up in Massachusetts that bottles olive oil and other oils commercially. They sell them to a local guy who sells them on Craigslist. I think I paid about 10 bucks per drum. Fits nicely in the back of a Toyota Matrix, by the way, which is how I got it here. Inside, I've made some modifications over the last few years. That's probably where most of the work has been done. So you'll notice that there's a lot of fire brick in here now. And when I go ahead and fire this up, I usually line it up the sides, kind of like that. And under here, under this ash pile, I've also created a floor out of fire bricks. And that's just sitting on some angle iron and some 1/2-inch steel square tubing, just junk I had laying around in the garage. That's been cut to go across this barrel lengthwise like this, or widthwise, excuse me, like this. And the bricks are just sitting on top of that to create a floor. What that does is it creates a floor for the wood right here, right at the level of the bottom of this door. So I can feed the logs right in here. And when the steam table pan sits up top, the lip of the pan sits here and on both of these flaps that are sticking up, and the bottom of the pan comes to maybe just above this door. So by creating that floor inside, what I've really done is I've made it so that the fire comes very close to the bottom of the pan. So the bottom of the pan is right where my finger is. I can build a nice fire here, and the flames get right into this main pan to heat it up well. On the back, I just have a hole cut out here, and that's really where the warming pan sits up. So I have a half-size steam table pan that just sits right up there. Fill that up with a fresh syrup. It warms up, or sap rather, warms up nicely. And I can spoon it or ladle it into the big evaporator so that I can keep the boil going once I get it started. Over the years, I haven't done really anything else to this. As you can tell, I haven't painted it, haven't cleaned it, haven't done much of anything to it. It lives outside under a tarp behind my wood pile all summer. And it's holding up well. No real holes in it. Hasn't started to rust through yet. Still seems nice and sturdy. So for 10 bucks, half a day's worth of work with a cutting torch and a grinder, this has been one of the better projects I've ever made. And hopefully you can make something like it too.